and welcome to Today at the Games. I hope you've all enjoyed your Sunday watching in all the sports that Team SG has put on for you. And wow, day 3 of competition, it has been incredible. Hello, I'm Kelly Latimer.
I'm Ed Russell, and yes, it has been a jam-packed day here in Hanoi on day 3. Medals of all colours filling up Singapore's leaderboard. On that note, Kelly, we should probably dive straight into the action.
Absolutely, and why not with a little bit of golfing action, shall we? Well, it's where we've won our first silver medal in the women's individual competition. It's the first one since 1991. That sounds like a very long time ago, but it wasn't. I promise you that. And obviously going into the women's individual competition, it was the men that were actually deemed to have a better chance at the medals.
That is true, but 23-year-old Aloysia Atienza had other plans, lying in 5th place after yesterday's round. She showed her mettle by firing a 7 under par round of 65.
Wow, and that was enough for her to overhaul all her other competitors, albeit one. And I'll tell you now, only Keeping Kim has managed to do a silver medal in 87, 89 and 1991, right up until now though. So congratulations to her. We actually managed to have a quick interview with Aloysia, so let's hear what she had to say.
Today everything kind of gone my way. Parts went in, I did miss a couple, but I think what was very important for me to just keep going was I just stayed calm throughout the entire round. And I think one of the words we had this week was to just be zen, and that was kind of crucial for me this week, and it kind of worked for me, and I think that was the main thing that just helped my game a lot.
Yeah, great stuff from Aloysia, who was zen enough to clinch a medal. Her ambition, by the way, is to be the best female golfer in Singapore and even play in the LPGA. Perhaps she'll be the one to win an individual gold in the SEA Games.
Why not? Dream big, I like it. Anyway, speaking of gold, let's head on over to the Median Indoor Games Gymnasium, where it's been a pretty good hunting ground for our fencers. And today, well, let's just say we've had a good catch. After claiming 6 medals, including 1 gold and 2 silvers on the first 2 days of fencing competition at the Hanoi SEA Games, Team Singapore are on course to better their fencing medal tally from the last edition in the Philippines. On day 3, Jonathan Aoyong had little trouble in getting through his pool in the men's foil individual, winning all 5 bouts he played and with relatively comfortable scorelines. The 21-year-old then faced a tougher test against Pham Quoc Thai of Vietnam in the quarter-final. Having raced to a 4-0 lead, Jonathan found himself trailing by 1 point before the second break. But the multiple-time national champion was able to keep his composure at the end to win it 15-10. Up next, against Malaysia's Hans Jung in the semi-final, the silver medalist of 2019, Jonathan again was able to up his level deep into the bout, earning himself a 15-11 victory and a chance to fight for the gold medal. Singapore's best ever result in the men's foil event had been a silver medal, and Jonathan had the chance to make history by beating his final opponent, Perez Nathaniel from the Philippines. The SEA Games debutant took a 2-point lead early in the bout, but Perez was fast to close the gap until he got injured when trailing 3-4. That injury proved crucial as he was not able to cope with Jonathan's fast-paced attack. And credit to Jonathan, who was able to keep his composure after a 5-minute-long injury timeout. He comfortably built up a 7-point lead before closing it out 15-7.
I'm kind of at a loss for words. Didn't come in with much expectation. I just wanted to give my best, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to represent the country. It was definitely our goal for me and my coach to work towards, but as I said earlier, I think we just wanted to not come in with too much expectation, but really just give our best, and we knew that the hard work will pay off.
Separately, Kieran Low was narrowly beaten by the silver medalist Perez when they met in the quarter-finals. And in the women's sabre individual, we witnessed yet another all-Singapore matchup in the semi-final, with Jessica Ong facing compatriot Jolie Lee. Ranked top in Singapore, Jessica got the upper hand in this rather lopsided encounter as she took a 5-0 lead without much resistance. Jolie started to shake off her nerves and upped her game after the second period. But it was a bridge too far, as Jessica would win it 15-5 and get through to the final. Jolie had to settle for a bronze.
I mean, it's never a good feeling to face your own teammate, especially in such a big game lah. Yeah. So, but anyway, there will be one winner and one loser lah. So, I mean, it's okay lah. Yeah.
In the final, Jessica kept up her momentum from the start against Vietnam's Bui Thi Thu Hoa. She took an early 3-1 lead before home crowd favourite Bui Thi Thu Hoa made a strong comeback, winning it 15-11.
We were definitely all hoping to be able to win gold, and I think it was really within reach as well. So it's a bit of a shame, but I'm still very proud of how I fenced and how Jolie fenced today. It was my first time taking part in the individual event for SEA Games, so I tried to come in with as little expectations as I could, and I'm quite proud with what I managed to accomplish. It would have been better with a gold.
Team Singapore have now won 9 fencing medals in the first 3 days, and there will be more to come as there's 3 more days to go for the competition.
The last day of the Wushu program saw 6 Team Singapore exponents in action. In the men's Daoshu and Gunshu all-around final, Joanne Lim took to the floor for the Gunshu component this morning, having placed 3rd in the Daoshu event yesterday. Lim's commanding performance impressed the judges enough to earn him a score of 9.69 and a combined total of 19.38 to rank him in the gold medal position, but the hope was short-lived. Indonesia's Seraf Nara Siriga upped the ante with this performance to score 9.71 and secure gold with a combined total of 19.42. Lim had to settle for silver, with Malaysia's Yap Wei Kim taking bronze.
I'm with Joanne Lim here. He just clinched a silver medal for the Daoshu Gunshu all-round event. Congratulations on your silver, Joanne. So were you expecting yourself to get a gold for this event, actually?
Not really. For me, it's always all about the performance on the day itself. All the athletes, we work very hard for this competition. So what the best fulfillment that we get is to really just complete a full routine with no deductions, and that's what I managed to do for the 3 events that I competed, and I'm just super happy about that. Yeah.
So walking away with 2 silver medals, are you satisfied?
Very satisfied. I'm just very happy that I managed to earn a medal for Singapore.
Well, big smiles all round, and not without reason as well. Wushu ends with 2 golds, 3 silvers and 1 bronze, and honestly, they've got plenty to be happy about, because the last time round in 2019, they just had 1 gold and 1 silver.
Yeah, what a remarkable turnaround it has been. Congratulations to all the medalists, and still more gold, silver and bronze to come in Jiu-jitsu, gymnastics, and of course, Kelly, swimming. We'll see you after the break. Thanks for staying with us here on Today at the Games. Coming up in a while, Terry Tay and Nadine Joy Nathan medaling in their individual events in gymnastics.
First though, it's Jiu-jitsu, which is a sport that's making its return after it debuted in New Clark City in the Philippines at the 2019 Games. And you know what? That offered a chance for a certain Noah Lim to repeat his golden feat. 3 years ago, Noah Lim made sporting history by clinching gold in Jiu-Jitsu's debut at the SEA Games. And now he's become the proud owner of a 2nd gold medal. Competing in the 69-kilogram category, he had no issues progressing through the round-robin stage. His opponent in the semi-finals was Mark Lim. They were evenly matched, but unfortunately he lost first advantage to the Filipino. Each match lasts up to 6 minutes, and it looked like they were headed for a stalemate. But Noah showed his class by using a collar choke and pulled off a win with a submission from his opponent. On to the finals to face Adam Akasha of Malaysia. The two were evenly matched from the start. It was Noah who got the first 2 points, but Adam caught up within seconds. The gold medal moment came when Noah applied a straight ankle lock on Adam. This caused Adam to cry out, meaning that this was considered a verbal tap for submission. So 19-year-old Noah Lim delivered gold for Singapore, in the process successfully defending his title.
I knew my opponents were very tough, including Mark Lim and Adam. I think we all knew each other's games, but I was very lucky to be able to to do my techniques and managed to submit both of them, winning the gold. I did feel like I could have done better, but I'm proud to have to put Singapore on the map again in Southeast Asia, to represent Singapore and do my best. Yeah.
Tang Yongxiang is no stranger to the SEA Games. In the 2019 edition, he participated in Sambo and got a bronze. This time he was competing in the under 56 kilogram category of Jiu-jitsu, and he made it successfully through the round-robin stage. In the semi-final, Yongxiang faced off against Kidin Komrit of Thailand, bronze winner in 2019. He got 2 points to face off against Dao Hong Son of Vietnam in the final. It was a partisan crowd facing Yongxiang as he battled his Vietnamese opponent, who was a bronze medalist the last time round. Evenly matched every step of the way, neither could gain an advantage, and the match ended with the score 0-0 both. Singapore settled for silver when the referee's decision awarded the gold medal to Vietnam.
I love it, whether they are rooting for the other guy or me, it doesn't matter. I feel off their energy, I enjoy it. Of course, when the decision was given, I was a little bit disappointed. But yeah, it is what it is, and I'll go back and work on whatever I have to work on.
As the veteran on the men's team for Singapore, the green light is there for Terry Tay. Final routine of the men's floor. Good start from Tay. Two fine landings so far. Very tidy. This is some of Terry's best work. Just wants to finish well. Can he? Yes, he can. He's pleased. He should be.
The silver medal goes to Singapore.
Here we go. Nadine Nathan for Singapore. Good so far. Wushu to the dismount and gets a lot of distance away from the bars to complete the rotations, and Nadine Nathan's done a nice job there. There were very few leg form errors. Doesn't look to have the difficulty elements. Rachel Yeo has won it, and Pham Lufong is second, and Nadine Nathan is third. And Nadine Nathan, 12.433 and a bronze medal for Singapore.
Great stuff. And Nadine and Emma Yap will both be competing in the balance beam tomorrow, so all the best to them for that.
We're going to take a short breather, but when we return, it's back to life in the fast lane with Team Singapore swimming. Yes, Hua Zheng-wen, Tiong Zhen-wei and Gan Cheng-hui all doing us gold medal proud. It's not to be missed. We'll see you in just a moment. Welcome back to Today at the Games, and our last stretch brings us to the pool where the team set aside the disappointment of yesterday's disqualification in the men's 4x100 meter relay and came up yet again with the goods.
That's right, the target is for Singapore to remain the top swimming nation in ASEAN, and certainly the team has been going all out to ensure that happens. Time now for highlights and interviews from the pool on day 3.
On the starting blocks, Mark Che, perhaps one of those events that we're looking at for a gold medal this evening. What do you think of Ashley and Ching Wei's chances in this one? So a run through the lineups once again. Le Tu Thuy of Vietnam, just 15 years of age. She's also swimming in the 400 freestyle. She's in lane 1. Lee Lim of Singapore in lane number 3. She was 5th in this event in 2019 with a personal best of 8:59.26. And then the defending champion, Gan Ching Wei, who turns in 2nd spot after 50 meters. She's got a personal best of 8:41.48 set when she won this event at the last Southeast Asian Games. Middle distance swimming and long distance swimming. She'll be involved in all events from the 200 to the 1500 meters freestyle, so it's going to be a very busy SEA Games for Goh Ching Hui. She turns after 200 meters, and those split times have been very impressive, Mark, as Vo Timi Tien has just kicked on after the halfway stage to herself take that body length. In fact, a 15-meter lead over Ashley. Turn from Ching Hui as she heads home, and that's sub 33 seconds again, 32.79 in that lap for Goh Ching Hui. And she will head into the final.
It's tough to get best times, as we saw yesterday in the 1,005 men as well. But this is a very respectable swim and performance by Gan Ching Hui, and as she powers through the finish with a time of 8:42.6. Wow.
Although it's not my personal best, I think it's still a season best. So I would say I'm pretty pleased with it. Considering I was in the States for a couple of months at the start of the year, coming back, having to adapt to long course meters. It's been a bit of a challenge, but I think I did it pretty well. Yeah.
Tension is palpable here as we have a look at that lineup all over again. And Mark, are we looking at what we had in 2019, which was a 1-2 finish for Team Singapore? So those Team Singapore swimmers then in lanes 4 and 5, Jonathan Tan and Kwa Zheng Wen. Remember the SEA Games record, 48.58 seconds. Only Joseph Schooling is, but Johnny is very, very strong when it comes to those turns off the wall, and he is a speedster in 50 meters. It will be Kwa Zheng Wen turning in 1st position just ahead of Jonathan Tan, and Wong Ki Fok not out of the picture yet in 3rd position in lane number 7. And he is heading home in the final 15 meters, just slightly ahead of Ki Fok and John Tan, who's got some chasing up to do right now. Jonathan Tan trying his very best to keep up with Zheng Wen, but he fails to do so. It's another gold medal for Kwa Zheng Wen. John Tan finishes in 2nd spots, and Jeremy Leong has just pipped his teammates Kwang Hee Fok for the bronze medal.
It's great. I mean, it's always fantastic to see Singapore's flag flown high, and double that is always just better, more is better. So really proud of everything that we've done so far, and Johnny is really coming up and doing very well. And I knew it was going to be one of us anyway at the wall, and so I just gave it my best shot, and just so happened this time I got it.
And we have the 5-meter flags there, and you see that 5-meter flags are taken off here, right?
He is gunning after the SEA Games record of 23.06 seconds with Joe set in 2017. How about that for a start yet again? That is explosive. He took off like a rocket, which never came back. Mikel Lee doing superbly well to live in this towing district at the same time with Tiong Zhen Wei, but there's no catching him at the moment. Half a body length lead already with just 10 meters left to go, and Tiong Zhen Wei will defend his crown in the 50 meters butterfly in the Southeast Asian Games. My goodness, what a swim that was as well. 23.04. That's a new SEA Games record for Tiong Zhen Wei. We told you he was gunning after Joe Schooling's record, and he has absolutely done it. Almost dipping below 23 seconds. He would have just been the 2nd Southeast Asian to do that.
Been training pretty hard, and missed out on a year last year because SEA Games supposed to be last year, but I'm really happy that the training that I've done has finally paid off, and kind of still lost for words. It's always this feeling, it built something up for so long, and it finally comes true, and you expect to be so happy, but the emotions are just everywhere. Yeah.
And time and again, they haven't let it down. At the last SEA Games, they won it in the time of 3:14.92. 3 of the 4 who swam at the last SEA Games, Ting Wen, Jing Wen, and Amanda are still here. They eats them off in lane number 4. trying to save some energy for that final kick in the final 50 meters. That's a lady who is, of course, Southeast Asia's fastest woman in the 50 meters freestyle, which she's won and has been undefeated since 2009. It's a very good swim in the 100 meters freestyle race where she won the silver medal. And she's gotten Thailand off to a very good start as they take a slight lead over Singapore. And into the pool right now is Christy Chu, who's just swum in the 200 meters breaststroke.
Five-time defending champion in the 50 freestyle. Over decades, she has been dominant in the 50, the spring queen. And the 100, of course, is a different event, it's twice the distance, but that was a very respectable.
Kwa Ting Wen has had a rest day, hasn't swum in any events today, having won 2 yesterday already, so she jumps into the pool. And I'm sure some of the words from Gary to the girls will include the words, be careful of your changeovers.
Be safe on the starts. Ting Wen having a pretty good third leg.
She has got a personal best time of 56.12 seconds, and she's chased down by Manita of Thailand. Thankfully, it's going to be curtains. She is draping it all over the rest of the field right now as Kwa Ting Wen plunges right in. The Singapore national record holder, 54.62 seconds. Christy came on and regained the lead for Singapore. The moment Ting Wen pulled it away for Kwa Ting Wen, there was only going to be one winner. And it's going to be another gold medal for Team Singapore on what has been another profitable night.
To take any risk there, and she's finishing strong.
A time of 3:45.71, way outside the time that they clocked in 2019, but they won't care about times, at least for the moment, because all that matters right now, of course, is the gold medal that was won.
First race of the meet. So I really just wanted to go out there and get the first race out of the way. And also this event is pretty special to me and us because we've been racing this event and been winning it for quite a few editions of the game. And we just want to show Southeast Asia that we are here. So we did it, so that's all that matters. Yeah.
Yes, another golden day for Team SG in the pool on day 3. 4 golds to add to Singapore's tally. They're now on 15 golds, 21 silvers and 20 bronzes. No one's catching Vietnam at the moment though. 65 golds for the host nation, with Thailand in second there on 24.
Well, there's a little bit of hope, though, that we might be able to claw some back, though. We've got a stellar lineup coming to you tomorrow on day 4 of the competition. But let's also take a look at what else you can expect aside from the action in the pool. There's the badminton women's team quarterfinal that happens at 10 a.m. And like I said, it's all going to be eyes on the pool with our swimming finals coming to you. We've got the heats in the morning at 10 a.m. with the men's 100-meter fly and the 4x100-meter medley relay. Do look out for Joseph Schooling, who I'm sure you'll all be expecting to be in the pool and hopefully walking away with the gold medal by the end of the night.
Absolutely, that's just some of the sports coming up on day 4. As always, you can head to mewatch.sg/SEA Games to find out exactly what is showing and when, and of course joining us here, as always, on Today at the Games.
Now remember, Team Singapore highlights coming your way, but that's all we've got for tonight. My name's Kelly Latimer.
I'm Ed Russell. Have a great night and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye-bye.